Welcome to Unit 3, Lesson 4, The Need for Programming Languages. Today we're going to look at what it takes to write good instructions. We all use instructions all the time, whether it's directions to get somewhere, instructions to fill out a form, or even instructions from teachers. To help us get started, let's brainstorm what bad instructions look like. Write down 3 different reasons you would call a set of instructions bad. You're going to write these in your journal. So pause the video here so that you can do that. So we would share these in class. But some examples of bad instructions might be that they're not clear what to do. So for example, I was grading Unit 1, Lesson 12 project, and the instructions I gave were not clear on what to do, so I was pretty disappointed with that, so I'm not going to grade it because the grades would be bad. And they would be bad because I didn't give clear instructions, right? So another example might be there are confusing words that are used. Maybe words are being used that you don't even know what those words mean. Or maybe the instructions don't actually accomplish what they're supposed to do. So we have an idea of what bad instructions look like. Let's see if we can use this to brainstorm session to help us write good instructions in the next activity. So you would be in groups of 2, but you're going to do this by yourself. You're going to be given some paper cutouts, all right, because I don't have enough Legos to give to everybody. So you're going to have some small paper cutouts that are kind of shaped like Legos, except 2-dimensional. You're going to grab a plain sheet of paper, which you could actually do this in your journal, okay? And then something to write with. The first thing I want you to do, step 1, put 5 to 10 pieces together. All right. All the pieces must be connected. And then you're going to take a picture or draw a picture, and color matters. Okay. So make sure that if you are taking a picture that it's not a black and white photo. If you are drawing a picture, that you are using the same colors that you used to do that, okay? Step 3 is to write instructions for building your design. Be as clear and precise as possible. Just words, no drawings, diagrams, or pictures. So in your journal, you're going to put step 1 and step 2 kind of together, okay? And then below that image, you're going to put the instructions with step 3. Now, if you are not drawing your picture and you're taking a photo instead, then you'll need to submit that to Schoology separately, but also with the word step 2 beside it. So that way I can see what it is that you created. All right, the next thing, if we were in class, we would take apart our design and then trade the pieces and instructions with another group, and then try to build the same design that they built following their instructions. Step 6 would be compare your design to the picture the other team recorded. If you have time, try this activity with 1 or 2 other groups' instructions. We don't have time for that. We're not doing this in class, but I am going to give you instructions for building. So I'm going to be your partner. My instructions are not written down, so you're going to have to listen carefully, okay? Take the orange piece and put it on the bottom. Take the pink piece and put it on top of the orange piece, but not directly on top. You have to move it over a little bit to the left. Take the green piece and put it on top of the pink piece, but not directly on top of the pink piece. Put it a little bit over to the right. Take both blue pieces and put them on top of the green piece. I want you to pause the video here if you need time to finish following my instructions. All right, now I want you to see if what you created looks like the picture that I just gave you instructions for. So does it look like this picture or not? Okay, did I give good instructions? What could I have said to make my instructions better? I want you to write the improvements in your journal, okay? So you can create a little header in your journal that says, ways to make Miss Whitehead's instructions better. Pause the video here so that you can do that. Also, take a picture of what you created based off of my instructions, and you'll submit that to Schoology with the image of your journal. So pause the video here now. All right, it's time for our wrap up. Okay, when you or I made mistakes following instructions today, what went wrong? Try to be as specific as possible. Pause the video here so that you can write this answer in your journal. Don't forget your header for the wrap up. Even trying to be as clear as possible, we struggle to write clear instructions. There are things we could do to improve, but the core challenge here is that everyday human language is bad for giving clear instructions. Words can have 2 or 3 meanings. Instructions that seem clear turn out to be vague when we actually go follow them. If we want to give clear instructions, we need to fundamentally change the language we use. We need to create a new kind of language. So imagine we were going to redesign human language to be really good for giving clear instructions. What types of changes would we need to make? Pause the video here so that you can write this answer in your journal. And this would be technically part 2 of the wrap-up. So in this lesson, we talked a lot about instructions because soon we're going to start programming your apps. When you write a program, you're just giving instructions to a computer for what it should do to run your app. As you'll see, the programming language we use to give these instructions sometimes looks like English, but then has a lot of weird and sometimes confusing differences. This is because it needs to be more precise and unambiguous than normal human language. We'll dive into this more in the next lesson. So what I want you to do, there are no vocabulary words for you to add in this lesson to your vocab catcher. So I want you to make sure that you go to code.org and complete the Check for Understanding level, which is level 1 under lesson 4. And let me know if you have any questions.